Under the visionary leadership of Richard Hughes, the club is not merely aiming to build a competitive squad, but aspires to something far greater, to create a truly memorable team capable of leaving a lasting mark on football history. While numerous names have been touted as potential targets to strengthen the Red squad, one player in particular has captured the imagination of both fans and the specialist press: Bradley Barcola, the dazzling star of Paris Saint-Germain. Described by analysts as one of the best wingers in the world, Barcola is a modern-day artist on the pitch, capable of thrilling crowds with his blistering pace, refined technique, and almost supernatural vision. Liverpool's interest in him signals a bold and ambitious strategy, for the 22-year-old Frenchman possesses all the qualities to become the next great figure to wear the iconic red shirt. The excitement surrounding Barcola is entirely justified. In the 2024-25 season, he was instrumental in PSG's historic treble-winning campaign, which included the coveted Champions League title, a feat that catapulted his global status and cemented his place among the most talked-about players on the planet. Despite this, he appears to be struggling to nail down a regular starting role, largely due to fierce competition from the likes of Desiree Doué, Ousmane Dembele and Vitya Kvaratskhelia, who are reportedly ahead of him in Luis Enrique's pecking order. This situation has fueled intense speculation about a possible departure from PSG this summer. However, the Parisian club have made it clear they have no intention of letting Barcola go, viewing him as an immensely valuable asset and a cornerstone of their future plans. This places Liverpool in a challenging position, but also adds intrigue as to how they might attempt to overcome this seemingly insurmountable obstacle. Could an astronomical offer be enough to sway the Parisian side, or will the club have to deploy creative tactics involving financial incentives or even player swaps? Meanwhile, the transfer market continues to simmer with alternative options. Among those linked with Liverpool is Rodrygo of Real Madrid, who could emerge as a potential replacement if a move for Barcola fails to materialise. The 24-year-old Brazilian, who has already proven himself on some of Europe's biggest stages, may be open to leaving the Santiago Bernabeu after reportedly falling down the pecking order under new managers Xabi Alonso. However, recent reports suggest that Liverpool's interest in Rodrygo may not be as strong as initially believed. Respected journalist James Pearce has claimed the Brazilian is unlikely to be prioritised, particularly if Luis Diaz proceeds with a move to Bayern Munich. The Colombian, who has been the subject of intense negotiations, is said to have expressed a desire to explore new horizons, with the German giants reportedly tabling a substantial offer to secure his services. The potential departure of Diaz, alongside possible sales of Darwin Núñez and Harvey Elliott, would free up funds and significantly reshape the squad dynamic. The 2025 summer transfer window has so far been nothing short of spectacular for Liverpool. With the arrivals of talents such as Jeremy Frimpong, Georgi Mamadashvili, Florian Wirtz, Milos Kerkez and Hugo Ekitike, the Anfield outfit is quickly transforming into a winning machine, poised to dominate both the Premier League and European competitions. Rumours also suggest that Alexander Isak, the Newcastle sensation, may be on the club's radar. Isak, reportedly unhappy with his situation at the Magpies, has expressed a desire to leave, paving the way for a possible move to Merseyside. This flurry of activity underscores Liverpool's determination to remain a powerhouse in the Premier League and compete at the highest level in Europe. Every new name added to the roster brings with it a unique story and the promise of excitement, making Liverpool's future all the more fascinating and unpredictable. So why is Barcola so captivating? His journey reads like an epic novel. From his earliest appearances at PSG, he showcased an extraordinary ability to conjure magical moments and change the course of matches with a mere touch. His style blends refined technical skill with impressive tactical intelligence, allowing him to adapt to different systems and roles on the pitch. Barcola isn't just quick, he's a natural strategist, someone who seems to always be a few steps ahead of his opponents. These traits make him the ideal target for any European giant, and Liverpool's willingness to fight against the odds to sign him only reinforces the potential impact he could have on English football. Just imagine the Anfield stands erupting as Barcola weaves past defenders with grace and fires home with surgical precision. He's exactly the kind of player who could elevate Liverpool to new heights. However, the pursuit of Barcola is not without obstacles. PSG's reluctance to part with such a prized asset poses a significant challenge for Liverpool. How does the club plan to overcome this impasse? Would an eye-watering bid be enough to sway the Parisian side? Or could a creative negotiation involving other players or financial sweeteners be the key? These questions fuel the imaginations of supporters who follow its twist and turn with eager eyes and hopeful hearts. The transfer market, after all, is a theatre in which the off-pitch drama can rival anything seen on the field. Every rumour, every official statement, every strategic move is scrutinised with the utmost attention, transforming the transfer window into a spectacle that fuses passion, anticipation and speculation. At the same time, Liverpool are preparing for further departures as they reshape the squad for the new season. Darwin Núñez and Harvey Elliott, two players of immense potential, could be on their way to new challenges. The sale of these individuals would not only generate substantial funds for reinvestment, but also create room for new arrivals. This ongoing cycle of renewal has become a hallmark of Liverpool's current management, who strive to balance experience with youth, tradition with innovation. For supporters, it means watching a constant evolution, where every match brings the potential for surprises and unforgettable moments. It's as though Liverpool are continually reinventing themselves, always seeking new ways to improve and stay one step ahead of the competition. Amidst all the speculation and activity, one thing is clear. Liverpool remain determined to stay among the elite of world football. With Arne Slot at the helm, the club has embraced a dynamic and attacking style of play that demands versatile and creative players. It is within this context that names like Barcola and Rodrygo take on heightened significance. Both represent the future of the game, but Barcola's irresistible charm seems to better capture the essence of what Liverpool wish to build. He is the symbol of a new era of renewal, where football is not merely a sport, but an art form that unites millions around the world. The thought of Barcola donning the red shirt and producing magical performances at Anfield is enough to make any fan dream with their eyes open. Now, imagine the impact Barcola could have on English football. He is not just a talented footballer, he is a phenomenon who embodies the essence of the modern game. His ability to create something from nothing, to dribble past multiple defenders, and to finish with lethal accuracy are traits shared by very few in world football. When one thinks of a player capable of lighting up any stadium with their mere presence, Barcola surely sits at the top of that list. He is the type of player who can turn dull matches into unforgettable spectacles, who makes fans hold their breath with every touch. For Liverpool, he could be the missing piece to unlock further glory and solidify the club's place among football's global elite. On the other hand, the prospect of signing Rodrygo should not be underestimated. While he may not be Richard Hughes' first choice, the Brazilian has proven his worth on some of football's grandest stages. His ability to create space and find solutions in tight situations is admired by many, and he could be a superb addition to Liverpool's squad. However, the difference in profile between Barcola and Rodrygo is striking. While Barcola is seen as a player who could redefine the winger's role in the modern game, Rodrygo is known for his consistency and his ability to perform a crucial, albeit more secondary role within a collective system. This subtle but significant difference may well explain Liverpool's preference for Barcola. Every decision made by Richard Hughes and his team reflects a clear, well-defined vision of where they want the club to go. Whether it's Barcola, Rodrygo, or another rising star, the ultimate goal remains the same: to build a team that inspires admiration, wins trophies, and makes supporters proud to wear the red of Anfield. In 2025, Liverpool are more alive than ever, and their story is poised to gain yet another